Quick question. How creative have you gotten with your new Ontraport pages since they dropped version 3? Have you taken your design game to the next level yet? No? Well, let me show you a quick CSS trick that should give you some food for thought. Between our completed Ontraport page templates and the ones currently with the design team, we're fast approaching 50 plug-and-play options. But until recently, we shied away from dealing with designs that featured any overlapping elements because without a simple way to add a custom CSS ID or classes, it was a major pain. We would have to open the inspector, look for the info, and really play around with things to get it right. That was until we got fed up with having to deal with the inspector every time we wanted to get our ClickFix shortcodes to work or add some custom CSS to really make things pop. So the devs got to work in the lab and came up with a Chrome Ontraport page inspector extension that shortened the process to a couple of clicks. In fact, it made our lives so much simpler, we decided to give it away for free. All you have to do if you want it is to search for ClickFix inside the Chrome web store, and you can install it. In a nutshell, what it does is on an Ontraport page, it gives you the ability to inspect the page and highlight field names, bumps, block IDs, column IDs, element IDs, field IDs, and it even has a couple of shortcuts that you can enable or disable if you want to. That's an experimental feature that we'll be releasing pretty soon. But how did this help me create an overlapping element? Well, once I had my page set up inside of the page builder, I needed to figure out what to reference for the style. And in this case, I wanted to, as you can see from the template here that we're working from, we wanted to make this share this video the place where the overlap happened, which is right here. So what did I do? I went ahead and I published this page and I used the Chrome extension and I said, I want to know what the column ID is here. So it went ahead and put the highlighter on, told me that it was column ID 10. I went back to the landing page builder, went into my settings, went into custom code, and then all I did is I added this little CSS snippet here. Now the important part of this code is this part right here. This is what identifies what element it's going to target and it tells it what to do. In this case, I wanted it to bring the margin up by 45 pixels. In the default editor in the different block settings and the spacing settings, it allows you to go to 0, but it doesn't allow you to go to negative. That's why we had to use custom CSS. Now this part here isn't as important. This is just simply telling it that I only want this to be applied when it's on a desktop version of the site. I don't need this on mobile, but you can just go ahead and play with this however you'd like. So once I had that set up, I click the done button, click save. Came back to my Ontraport page here. And that's it. Now you can see that it's overlapping here nicely. I could adjust this even more if I wanted to. But that made it quick and painless to be able to identify what exactly needed to be adjusted. I knew which CSS I needed to use. But that's just one of the possible uses for something like this extension. And I'm very curious to know if there are any other uses for these types of identifiers that you think will make your life easier. So let me know in the comments below if you have any awesome ideas that you'd like to try, or if you've been able to install the plugin and you've used it for anything cool. We're always happy to hear how what we're doing helps make your life easier and makes your Ontraport pages that much more exciting.